been nearly 4 months since the cast of Come From Away have set foot on stage. The musical opened in Sydney on June 10, but lasted only 2 weeks before it had to shut down, costing the production more than $9 million and its cast and crew their weekly wage.
After 3 other lockdowns in Melbourne and Brisbane, it was really tough. And we'd just begun, and we had just begun to welcome audiences back to the theatre. So yeah, it was pretty devastating.
Now performer Katrina Retallick is finally back on stage for rehearsals before reopening night.
We've got the gold standard of COVID protocols in place, so we do rapid antigen testing 3 times a week. And then you wait for the 15 minutes, get the clearance, and then we are rehearsing bit by bit.
With some shows postponed well into next year, Katrina is grateful to have a job to come back to, particularly with COVID disaster payments about to end.
I absolutely feel for my colleagues, my fellow performers and artists, and I definitely am one of the lucky ones to... We were stood down each time we had the lockdowns, but we had government assistance because we had a contract in place.
At nearby Sydney Lyric Theatre, there's another curtain going up tonight.
It's the best feeling ever. I kind of suspect there's going to be a bit of sort of the opening night jitters, I think. Certainly it feels like we're returning to the show for the first time.
For producer Michael Castle, it marks the end of a rough few months on top of an incredibly stressful 1.5 years.
To date, we've cancelled over 180,000 people who had booked their tickets well in advance to come and see the show. So that's a massive impact on the potential of the production here in Sydney.
Like Come From Away, getting fully vaccinated audiences back into the theatre safely is the top priority. But the next hurdle is being able to stay open consistently.
The biggest devastation for us would be to have a positive case in the theatre and to have to shut down for 14 days. And so I'm hoping that as things start to settle, that there will be a move to a more measured approach to how we manage that ongoing, because as we've all come to realise, this is going to be in our future for a while yet, sadly.
Theatres in New South Wales are restricted to 75% capacity until December 1. For Penrith's Q Theatre, a 378-seat venue in Sydney's west, the reduced capacity has a series of knock-on effects.
On a theatre like ours, it's really hard to make the work viable.
While they're excited to reopen the theatre and the rest of the Performing Arts Centre, CEO Hanya Rudvan is concerned about what may happen once they do finally open their doors.
Yes, I am a little bit worried that audiences will be wary and will stay away. I think everyone is a little apprehensive. No one knows what the numbers will do. And, we will be in a confined space. I am worried that we will put things on and the house will be empty.
While Sydney venues are gearing up to go, Melbourne performers are still waiting in the wings until 80% of the 16-plus population is double vaxxed. The current roadmap will then cap audiences at 150, with some exceptions to be made for venues of state significance. The Victorian government told 7:30 it will have more to say on that soon. Michael Castle says for his Melbourne production of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, a show that usually seats 1,500 people, it's the not knowing that's currently the hardest part.
As marketers, as ticket sellers, that's been our biggest challenge, because all you need is a date. Once we have a date, then we can work back from that and work out what do we need to do, what do we need to achieve, what do we need to lock in. But with everything sort of moving and shifting all the time, it makes it very challenging.
7:30 has been following the bumpy COVID journey for musical Moulin Rouge since January. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Star of the show, Alinta Chidsey, was meant to dazzle Melbourne opening night audiences in August. She still doesn't know exactly when the show will open, but hopes it will be in mid-November.
Having seen Sydney open up it's tough for Melburnians, but it gives us hope. We want to be in a room full of people, we want to laugh together, we want to cry together and weep and holler, and that's exactly what Moulin Rouge is going to do, is ignite some energy back into the city.
While productions await more news, the Victorian government has now given rehearsals the green light.
We are so excited to get back into rehearsals. We're going to be starting on the 25th of October. I haven't seen everyone's faces for so long, and we're going to click back into the show, which is just going to be so fun.
Welcome to the Rock. If you come from away, you're probably
For those fortunate enough to have come back from their time away, opening night can't come soon enough.
There's going to be a lot of energy, a lot of emotion, a lot of gratitude. Yeah, I can't wait.
welcome to the Rock.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 7:30's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.